Hi guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my living with disabilities in the winter. And you are going to have a little bit of an extra noisiness in the background in the fact that Sweet is getting better and she's decided to keep coming in. So she's going to start coming back in my videos. She's been quite poorly, so she's getting better and she's decided she wants to be making a noise. It's also meant that I've had to have the back door, that door open, so the living room door open, so you might hear the washing machine a little bit. Sorry, just doing my best. Anyway, this video is about living with disabilities in the winter, and it's partly connected to obviously the Spoonies readathon, which is a readathon I run in May with the lovely Cat from Brews and Reviews, and it's connected in the fact that in the winter, people with Spoonies or people with extra needs suffer. For me, a Spoonie is someone obviously that has chronic pain, any disabilities that mean that you need to think a bit more. For me, I think people in the Spoonies bracket should be included with people with disabilities such as sight loss, hearing loss, visual disabilities such as needing a wheelchair, needing extra motoring needs. But it also does count as people that are neurodivergent because they need spoons. A Spoonie is someone that things take a bit more effort. I don't know where I will see if I can find a link to what a Spoonie is, but this video is about people with disabilities, be it neurodivergent, be it physical, be it chronic pain, be it any different things. All seasons affect everyone, but people with all those extra needs, the winter months really affect us. Obviously for me, I'm doing it to talk about the winter in the UK. The winter in the UK is technically December, January, February, but we all know that the extra things start kicking off in October, November, and they can carry on. The winter can sometimes in the UK carry on into March and occasionally April, but normally it can. So these months can be really hard. And I wanted to do a video to really spread awareness and to see if I can give advice to people that do not have these needs, so that people can be more aware in these coming months when it's going to be busier. There's so many different things that are going to affect us. People with neurodivergent people can sometimes struggle in the winter months because of things that are going to be happening, such as there are going to be things like Christmas fetes, the shops are going to be busier, there is going to be a lot of noise, a lot of change in routine. My son Thomas and myself, we really struggle with the fact that there is a lot of changes in routine in December, and that alone will cause a lot of issues. I am not planning this video, I've got any notes. I am sorry, this is going to be a bit of a rambling one. I don't know how long it's going to be, I don't know any of it, but I do know that I want to help other people. Like I was saying, so December, if we think about that alone, you can imagine what is classed as a normal person. I don't think anyone's normal anymore. A person with extra needs can go to a school fete and can go to a noisy place like Christmas events and things that happen, things like that, and they're fine. For someone that is neurodivergent, a lot of the times, these busy events can feel overwhelming. They can feel like you sensory overload because you're getting a lot of noise, you're getting a lot of people, it's crowded, it can be very, very challenging. Now, I am going to start, obviously, I will remember to see if I can remember to link my Living with Disabilities video down below. In fact, that will be the one I'll link down below because I've got a lot of videos about disability, but I will try and do the living with disability down below, and I will link that down below. And I might link a couple of my other videos, disability videos down below, just so you can kind of give some ideas about what it's like. But I am partially blind. I'm blind in this eye. I am partially deaf. I'm deaf in this ear. So they're the actual disabilities counted. I have a head injury, which has meant that I get tired very easily. My emotions can go very high and low. I have a lot of neurodivergent. It seems a lot of my symptoms can be related to neurodivergent. They seem to be matching up very much because of the head injury. So in that case, I am neurodivergent in my own way because of that. In my car accident, I broke my arm and I shattered my elbow, so I live with chronic pain that goes down from there, my elbow, down to the tips of my fingers. I have nerve damage to my left knee, which means that I live in chronic pain. That I've got a remote control with that. They're the main things, I think, that I have. I also live with Raynaud's now, and that's something we'll go over a bit more in the over this video. So I have all of these things, but the things that affect me, like I was saying in the connection to neurodivergent, about that, is about that I struggle with changes in routine. So do a lot of other people that I know that are neurodivergent. If you change routines, it can really stuff us up. And in the December month, I think you just reminded me I need to talk to Thomas at school. Yes, I think Thomas will be happy enough for me to say this, but yeah, he struggles with changes in routine. So I need to, as we're coming up, when we get nearer to December, I need to tell his new teacher about that, so that we can again be aware to be a bit more sympathetic, because a lot of changes in routine, school fairs, there'll be school dinner things that are going to be happening, there are going to be a lot of Christmas events. He loves it, but he struggles, and so do I. My routines are going to go up the wall. With my problems on that, the winter months, I find if you change my routine, it really steps me up. And I've got things coming up. I have got things coming up that are going to be busy. Like, I'm grateful, before this video goes live, I would have gone out with my sister. Well, not Charlie, the other one. And we would have done that. But, so that I can cope with. But in December, you get a lot of different things coming in. A lot of different things like work, Christmas meal. We've got the kids have got school fates. Both of them have got school fates this year, actually. So that's going to be big changes. We've got other Christmassy things, and Christmas Day, and hours change in the shops. And I'm lucky this is the first year where I don't actually have to take a day off work. But I know I've got the anniversary of the accident coming up. Loads of different changes, and they're going to send me kerfuffling. So I have to plan in. So people that suffer with that, you need to make sure that you are a bit more patient with them, because they are going to struggle. A lot of people are going to struggle. But rather than making assumptions about how you're going to be able to help them, please remember to ask people. People that are neurodivergent are not stupid. People with disabilities are not stupid. Never ever make assumptions. You need to actually ask how you can help them and how you can do it. Be sympathetic if they're a bit more snappier than normal. Or I'm not saying take any rubbish, although I'm pretty bad at that bit. I do take the rubbish. But be a bit more patient. A lot of people in December will, when they're struggling with things like extra busyness, if you can offer to possibly take them a bake gift. I know that Thomas and me will be making a few more biscuits. I'm going to try and do things like that with Thomas to give him things to keep him busy, but also things to help other people, because he likes to feel like he's useful. So if we bake biscuits, we can then take them to my mum to cheer my mum up, or take them to my sisters to cheer them up. And it's doing things that will cheer other people up. So baking things for other people, offering to do that. And so just offering that if someone is struggling because they need extra needs, ask them what you can do to help. If you know what they love, give them a little gift, be it even a chocolate bar, or if you've got a fellow book lover, get them a book if you think they might like it. Or you don't have to buy an expensive one, even charity shop things, they help. Giving someone a call, calling them, not just bloody texting or social media. Give someone a call. A voice can help, a calming word can help if someone is struggling. Never think, January can also be affecting people in those needs, because January is the month where everyone gets freaking down. It's our post-Christmas, it's post-slumpy month. A lot of people get quite low in January. So again, you don't have to spend money on people. A phone call, a text, any form of communication. If you're noticing someone is shutting away, you don't have to don't bombard them with text, but the odd text or the odd call just to say, I'm here. If you need me, I'm here. A hug. Some people don't need hugs or don't like them. Ask, can I just give you a hug, please? Tap of the arm. Stupid little things like a tap of the arm, or do you want to go for a walk? Obviously that's going to link into some things that people can't as much in the winter for other things. But when people are low in January, and if you've got a spare penny, just offering, oh, I've got a bit of extra or something. Do you want me to go and give you that? Because monetary things, as we all know, money can be tight after Christmas. It can be tight going up to Christmas. but offering, I've got a bit of extra of something, do you want something? And then people can do a bit of swapsies. Me and my mum, we tend to buy, like where we live on the same road, if one of us has got short of something, we'll buy something else, and we go backwards and forwards on buying each other things. But it's little gestures like that, helping someone when they need it. And that's helping with someone with disabilities. That still is counting. Now, those are things with people like neurodivergent. Just be aware of the changes in routine. Be aware of things that are going to be coming up in the winter months. And there's going to be a lot of changes and a lot of things kicking off. The months get colder, and the month it gets darker. So it's harder for people that have disabilities to go out in the cold, out in the dark, because you are frightened of falling over. Now on that side, I'm now going to lead into physical disabilities, how it can affect that, people with that, and Spoonies. In the fact that obviously the winter months, it gets colder. I have Raynaud's, as you can see. It's not too bad at the moment because I'm now, although I think it's looking a bit pink actually. I'm on medication for my Raynaud's. If you have Raynaud's, please be aware there is treatment out there now. You don't have to suffer in silence. I'm talking about, I'm actually going like this. I should have actually bought my gloves. Be aware that with the cold weather, we obviously have the government. I think some people get help with paying for heating and things, and some people don't. And the heating costs can go up. I'm someone that, where I work part-time, I tend to, in the winter, because the kids are at school, and as a mum, I put the children before myself, which is a bit of a battle. We don't always get it right, in the fact that I don't have the heating on as much when they're not at school, because I would rather make sure they're okay. But in turn, it means that I struggle more with my Raynaud's. So I've got touchscreen gloves, which you would have seen on another video. I'm going to be wearing gloves in and out of the house. I will, because you need to keep your, if you suffer from Raynaud's and suffer from the cold anyway, you need to keep your extremities warm. This is something I've learned. So you keep your hands and your feet and your head warm. So I wear hoods, I wear hats, I wear hoodies. Thank God for hoodies. I'm so grateful for them. My sister Vicky got me started on hoodies, and now in the winter months I will literally live in the hoodies. I've got a couple. I need to, like I said, I think I might drop to hint to Vicky to get me another one for Christmas, because I live in my hoodies. They're comfortable, they're warm, and they're layers. You need to be wearing layers, but please remember in the winter months to keep your hands, toes and head warm, because that is where the heat escapes from the most, and that is where if you're going to get frostbite, you're going to get it there. Layer. Actually, I've got this blanket down actually. Blankets, use them on and off, but do not go, if you are a fellow sufferer from Raynaud's and things like that, do not heat yourself up too quickly when you get in the house, or just gradually warm yourself up, because if you do it too quickly, it can affect the blood vessels in itself, apparently. So you need to gradually warm up. Putting your hands in warm water will help. Hot water bottles, things like that, keeping them near you. But layer. Don't just wear like thick jumpers. You need to be wearing thin under thick, and then gradually layer. A vest top, then a thin, then a top over the top of that, then warm it. That apparently will keep you warmer better than just wearing wearing thick jumpers. Like I said, hoodies and hoodies are brilliant, because you've obviously got the hood as well. I literally, like I said, I will live in them. There are now things that are like thick lined leggings that certainly in the UK you can get them from Primark. So they've got fur lined leggings. You can wear longer socks underneath them, again layering things like that. And you can wear, if it's worst case, I might wear my leggings on the top of my thinner leggings on top of my joggers. But you've also got jeggings. They're quite good for women. This is all women, sorry. Blokes have got jeans and joggers, I'm sure you'll be. Less men. Apparently Raynaud's is more common in women than it is in men. But my partner Chris has said he's actually got a friend at work who actually has Raynaud's in his van, and he struggles because it is harder for men to be aware of that. So I'm not just being, there are ways, but I just don't know as much about helping that with that. But gloves, you've got thick gloves, you need to wear touchscreen gloves, you've got thermal gloves, there are different options with that. Hats, scarves. I can't wear scarves because I get claustrophobic around my neck, so I do try and wear a little bit, but I find that harder. I've got a thing about, I don't like things around my neck. I don't know why, but it is. So those are things we can do just in general. But things such as when you're going outside and you're walking, if there is ice, you need to get good grips. I've just realised, show you these boots. Look, good old Primark, good old Deutschland's boots. I'm not shouting out shops, but that kind of grip is good for the winter. Basically, boots like this saved me last year, and they're going to save me this year, in the fact that they've got a good grip. So, and not to wear too much of a heel. You need a bit of heel, but not too much. Wear shoes with grip. And remember, don't panic. I find that the winter months are really hard for me to leave the house with my anxiety. If you tell me there is ice outside, to get me out of that door is going to be a battle. My bosses at work, hopefully they'll be nice again this year, they know that sometimes I get to work earlier because I have to leave extra time because I will flap walking to work in the ice. I get so scared, it's unbelievable, and that alone makes me puts me more at risk because I tense up and I don't walk normally. So you do need to try and relax. I'm finding that I have my headphones on. If I'm having a really bad panic attack, I call my mum or my sisters. Sometimes I call friends, but it's normally my mum and my sisters actually that get me calling them, because going out in the ice is scary. And that's not just people with, like, for me, it's because obviously where I've got the damage to my knee, my nerve pain gets quite bad in the winter, and that's bad. And I also, it's the fear of falling over. My mum was saying, I was talking to my mum about this video earlier, and she was saying she gets so scared of falling over because she's broken her hip. She knows if she falls over again, she's got more risk of it. If you've got osteoporosis, part of the things with perimenopause and the menopause is our bones are more likely to break as we're getting older. A lot of things, especially with the hormones, that you are prone to breaking. So that fear alone, the fact that with me, it's a risk that if I fall over, I'm at risk of another DVT. They are things that have set off my DVTs before. So that fear is my underlying. It's not just, for me, it's not just a fear of what if I break something when I fall. It's what if I fall over and I have another DVT. I get so flipping scared. It's unbelievable. Because obviously if I fall down on my hands, I'm at risk with that, with my wrist and my arm. And if I fall on my knees, I'm at risk of, I've already got the skin graft there. If that comes apart, it's trouble, and the grazes on the knees can be quite bad. If I fall on my back, I've got the spinal cord stimulator, so that could be risky. I am permanently, but like my mum said, it's not just me. If you're in a wheelchair, going out in a wheelchair in the ice is blooming scary. If you're going out on crutches, that is really, really scary. And crutches are not good in the ice. Trying to get your balance. You're torn between, you want the crutches to keep you upright, because it does give you aid stability, but if they are on the ice, they can slip, and it's like, whoa, it's like going on an ice rink. So be aware. I think in that sort of time of the year, I prefer to be driven places. I don't drive, so I do rely a bit more on lifts in the winter. And again, I won't be going out as much. So if people want to bring me things, that will help me if I'm going out. My mum, I don't really expect my mum to do it. So we will all, as a family, and my family and friends, but offering to do things like that, offering to do a delivery. If someone can't get out, offering to drive them somewhere to get them food, drink, whatever they need, a cheering up thing, hot drink. Make sure they've got hot things. Make sure they've got things that will keep them warm. Make sure that people around you have got the blankets, because people will not want to go out as much in the ice. And I'm certainly not going to let mum go out very much. Another thing is when the shops are busy. So be aware of that, people going out less in the winter. Again, what I was mentioning about going out in the shops. If you've got someone that is either at risk of falling over, or is disabled in any which way, or even neurodivergent, please be aware in the shops to be a bit more patient. Can people please slow down in the shops, because I get we're all busy. I get life is takes away, and I haven't even started my Christmas shopping, and I'm flapping like Billy-O that I haven't even started anything. But please be careful when you're rushing around that you do not knock into someone. I cannot see or hear on that side, and I am permanently accidentally bumping into people, or people will jive into me because they're not seeing. I can't see anything on this side. I can't do anything. These disabilities, blind sight and hearing loss, are not visible. Unless someone has got a hearing aid, you will not know they're struggling. But please be aware that if you're rushing around, if someone looks like they're struggling because they're walking around, be a bit more patient. Don't snap at people, because when I get snapped at, start with me, it gets crazy at people if they snap at me, because she's like, she can't help it, she can't do anything, it's not her fault. Please be a bit more aware. If you're busy in a shop, if you're in a shop and you are seeing someone that is looks like they're struggling to reach up or down for things in the shop, and they're busy, or a quick, can I help you? Can I get that for you? Can I get that for you? Little things like that will really help people in the winter months. help you in general, to be honest. But in the winter months when shops are busier, people are less likely to help you if you're busy, if the shop's busy. But it doesn't take 2 seconds out of our time to offer to get something off a high or low shelf. If you're seeing someone in a wheelchair and they are struggling with going around, do not talk to the carer that is walking around with someone. If someone is in a chair or any mobility needs, do not talk to the other person, the carer that's with them. Talk to them and look at their eyes, slowly talk. Do not talk like they're thick. Do not talk to them like they're stupid or thick, but talk to them. Talk to the person with the disabilities or the needs. Ask how they can help. If they can't answer, they'll say, can I, or something I've learned in my job, can I ask your carer this? Can I ask that person? Is that okay if I ask them that question? Can you answer this question? A lot of people, see, we're coming in an age where people are older nowadays, and dementia. We've got a lot of dementia people that are out there, people with dementia or Alzheimer's, and they can't always answer everything. But it doesn't hurt to still say, is it okay if I just check that with them? Or just explain what you're doing to people. If you're in shops and you're out and about with someone, or if you're helping someone, just say, can I help you? What can I do? I'm just going to let you know what I'm doing. That sort of little gesture can really help people. And do not talk to carers. People are not stupid. No one's stupid anyway. I don't like that word. But again, even with kids, if they're struggling, just talk to them, explain it. Be a bit more patient. The winter months affect pain. If you're a chronic pain sufferer, the winter months can really hit you. The day that I'm filming this, I want to do my exercise routine because I'm trying to do walking workouts. I do walking workouts. I'm finding that walking workouts are helping me because they're helping my mental health as well as my physical, because they're getting me stronger. They'll get my knees. But I don't know if I'll be able to do it today, because if my pain's bad, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. See how I feel in a bit. I might film this today and do it or not. But again, don't beat myself up. My pain is feeling a bit rotten today because it's the damp weather, the cold, they affect people with chronic pain a lot. Also, you do get the extremities and the heat, but people with chronic pain can really be affected. There are so many groups out there on Facebook and Instagram, I believe, that have posts about chronic pain and how to help people with chronic pain in the winter. But the damp and the cold will get to you, and it will cause a lot of pain. And if people are in pain, they're not going to want to go out. Again, they might not communicate as much. They might be become online friends. That's okay. We've just got to do what we can manage. But be patient. If someone's running, check on people before the busy season, before we actually get time where shops and chemists are shut. Make sure you've got your prescriptions. You yourself, make sure you've got your prescriptions ready. Make sure all your prescriptions are up to date. Make sure you've got your medication ready. Cold and flu season, make sure you've got all your medications ready. Get yourself your care packages ready, guys. It's not just for other people to help. We all need to help ourselves as well. Get your care packages. Make sure that before the winter really hits, you've got your blankets, you've got your hot water bottles, you've got all your painkillers, medication. Keep on top of it. Set yourself reminders, post-it notes, alarms, whatever you need to do. And get yourself ready. Get yourself your books, get yourself different things. Anything your care package you need, make sure you're ready. Because we do not know what's going to happen. We don't know what winter's going to happen. We never know. From this day, none of us know what's going to happen one day to the next. Something I've learnt this year is you've got to appreciate every single day. But check in on those you love. Give people support and ask what you can do to help them. And sufferers, reach out if you need help. It's okay to ask for help. The strongest thing you can say is that I'm feeling weak today. I need you. Try not to cry. Having one of those bad days. The day that I'm filming this, I'm having a bit of a tough one. And something that my gorgeous sister Charlie said to me was, it's okay to, she was really supportive, and she was there when I hugged, when I needed it. But it's okay to be not okay. It's okay that the winter months can hit us in different ways. Everyone gets hit in different ways. It's okay not to be okay. But remember, the strongest thing you can do is ask for help. And the strongest thing to do is say, I need you. And remember, no one is alone. If anyone needs anything from me, I will be checking in on my friends. I will be checking in on people. But if you need me, I'm always here. My subscribers, my friends, my family. Because despite what's going on in my world, what makes me feel better is help other people. And let's see what we can do. So this is probably about the right length of this video. I think I've explained everything well enough. I will be linking a couple of my disabilities videos down below. If you got to the end of this video, leave a winter emoji. Any of the winter emojis, I'm not fussed. I'm not going to get stressed today. Just leave a winter emoji. And let me know, is there anything I can do to help you? What care packages? Let me also know, what do you have in your care packages if you have them? I'd love to know. Really good to share that. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe, bring on my ding link, and I'll see you all soon.